Fish tank people! FishTankTV.com. Dustin's Fish Tanks bringing it to you on a Sunday. How is everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had an awesome week. I know I had an awesome week. $20 minimum sales, always crazy. A lot of fun there. I mean, it's summertime. It's cooled off a little bit here. It was nice. Went to Ohio, saw some of my family. So life is good, folks. Life is good. So the TV tank is rolling. By the way, this is set up in the middle of my garage floor. My wife is thrilled that she can't pull her car in because I've got my old E36 Beamer right over there and then my TV tank set up here in the middle. So we're going to move it. You can see it needs a water change. Look, we just wanted to get some water in it to show you for the last video here. But we might as well talk about what we're going to put in it, right? Because that's the fun. No point just building it without putting something fun in it. So I debated a bunch of things to put in the tank. I thought about doing a whole bunch of like 40 neons in it. You know, I threw around a couple of ideas, perhaps some cichlids, which we might have some of that coming on a little later. But, you know, I had the one goldfish in there and I felt good about it. So today I want to talk about putting goldfish in a planted aquarium and how I'm going to do that. So I'm kind of jacked about it. We're going to put some goldfish in here. 29 is not that big of a tank, by the way, to putting goldfish in. But I want to just talk about today. I want to talk about, like, I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 species for you all. And then I also just want to talk about some goldfish, like, things to consider when setting up a planted goldfish tank. Okay, so the first thing, folks, the first thing is that goldfish are perpetually like scavenging. They're always like boom, 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 just eating, just constantly, just going. So that doesn't bode well for plants, all right? It doesn't, you know, the plants are gonna get picked at. It's just gonna happen, okay? So just know that your plants are gonna get picked on, but you can get some different species that might not get eaten on as badly. The second thing is they get big. I mean, goldfish, you know, get decent size for the most part. So they're going to get bigger. And then I'm going to take us into the third thing. What type of goldfish are you trying to keep? There's a big difference between keeping black moors versus, you know, keeping koi or comets or something like that. And I reference black moors because they got the, you know, goofy eyes that stick out top of the head. But those might not be too bad in a planted tank because they can just like sit there and pound at the top and eat all the duckweed at the top and just kind of, they're not quite as ferocious as like a comet can like sit there and just go like bam and just blast plants like full tail, you know, just nailing plants and taking them out. So obviously koi as well, which you wouldn't put koi in at 29. But anyway, so those are things to consider. And then this is the fourth thing, and I think this is really important. And we talked about it with the nitrogen cycle video a while back, but the waste output of goldfish is ridiculous, okay? They're constantly eating, they're constantly pooping. I did an goldfish, silverfish article on this, the plants to fish ratio. You're going to have a shit ton of plants with goldfish, okay? Because you're going to want a lot of plants because they're going to be making a lot of poop. So we want to come full cycle with that. So we really want a lot of plants. I mean, you think about like a goldfish has like a wider, bigger body. So like, you know, you got a rainbow fish this big and you got a goldfish this big. The goldfish is going to have a real, you know, thicker body depending upon the type of goldfish, obviously. But, you know, generally a thicker body and just a lot more poop than a fish of the same length. And I'm using rainbow as a parallel, whatever. So that's the things to kind of consider. You know, and then you are limited to some of your species, but let's talk about some of those species, folks. Y'all, I got this, one of the things to consider, I got this, this is Sagittario chilensis. This is like fat sag, giant sag. I'm a big fan. Nice little runner on that action. Loving this. I will try this out in a goldfish tank. That's not to say they just can't go tapping down on it, but it's got like a little bit thicker leaves on it, so it's something I would try. That's one to try. One I definitely recommend though right here is Mr. Java Fern. Java Fern, hardier leaves, like thicker leaves. I'm not saying goldfish won't eat it, but it's got a shot, okay? So I would definitely get this stuff on here and yeah, roll with some Java Fern for sure. Spread it out, tie it on real good, and I'll show you that in the next video, how I'm gonna set this up. Another one I'm a big fan of is just a straight up onion plant. Also, you know, the Crenum calamastratum creminitans. These probably don't taste that good, so I'm definitely, I wish I had more of them in stock right now, but these are a hot little number that I would totally use in a planted goldfish tank for sure. I like the way they look too. I think they would look sweet in a tall tank like that. So that, and then finally I gotta share this. How about Anubias Folia, y'all? Oh, what's up with this? Look at how beautiful this plant is. This is a sexy number. And I guess plant number 5 wants to come too. But yeah, Anubias Folia. Anubias would be something I would totally try in a goldfish tank as well because Anubias, you know, thick leaves on it, real rough, rugged, you know. Rhizome you could tie to a piece of driftwood or what have you. So definitely a Anubias we want to consider. And this is another dark horse, which I haven't actually had in a goldfish tank, but I'd be willing to try it. And this is our friend Mr. Crypt Spiralis. Crypt Spiralis. This, you know, has such fast growth rates, and it has these kind of thicker leaves that I would try this out. So those are some species that I would try out here. Stay tuned next week. I'm going to get this bad boy drained. I'm going to actually move it so my wife can pull her car in the garage. Happy wife, happy life. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, I also forgot to mention with goldfish, you got to have the herpes. Yep. Y'all, we got the duckweed up in this mofo. So duckweed all day long keeps the goldfish active. Gets them eating it. I mean, this would be a star bonus, something that they would just mow on. Ideally, you could get them mowing on it all day long. That way, leave your other plants alone. So duckweed is something else. So that's what's up, folks. We're gonna throw a couple goldfish in this mofo. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe, download those top 10 ticks, and make it a great week, folks. Tank on. Later.